Okay, this is Rich Johnson Models and Stuff. We are going to open the M113 from Tongde. I have here a dealer sample. These aren't coming out for another month or two. And this is it. I just cut it and broke the seal. Alright, there's the box. You know, everything we've seen were tan. But you can see here they've got the ACAV in green and they've got the A2 version in green, both in NATO camo. And there's the foreign export with the turret. I believe mine is the ACAV version. Let's see. Box. Model number. It's heavy. I bet this is a metal edition one. Check mark. It's the ACAV version. So it's probably tan because everything we've seen from them is tan. Alright, there's the instruction manual. Looks like they've got the two different versions of the turretless one, the A2 and the ACAV. And it's got a version 3 MFU in it. Look at that, version 3. Yeah. And, okay, here's all the parts and goodies. There's the armor shields for the 50 cal gun. There's the modern front piece that goes over the wakeboard. Let's see here. There's the box of goodies. We'll open that up in a minute here once we get the actual armored personnel carrier. Yeah, it's metal. Oh, wow. There we go. Check that out. Look at that. Let's flip it over and just go right into it. Nice metal track. Yeah, flat pads in the center. Nice looking metal sprockets, rubber tires, metal idlers. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and pull the tape off. Okay. Oh, look at that. Let's get all this tape off of here and see what works, huh? So, there's a speaker down in there. And let's see. You know, it feels like, oh, I can feel it. If we click this, there's a rotation unit on there for the commander's cupola. That is, I can feel it inside. It's right there. So, let's see. This rotates. Now that's weird. Oh, that is odd. You know, on a real M113, the hatch opens like this. So this hatch rotating is just weird. I don't know what the deal is with that. But this opens up. That's correct. It'll have a little mount on there for the 50 cal, and then you'll be able to put the armor shields on. This is the Vietnam ACAV version. So, and then here, this is the engine compartment on the real vehicle. What's in here? If I can get my fingers to do the work. Ah, it just opens and there's the transmissions. So I can see down in there the gears. If we look really closely, there, do you see the gear right next to the screw? It's right there. So the gears come out of the transmission in like a transfer. Like the gear is out in front of the transmission and then it mates with the gear on the shaft inside the hull. So this thing is cool. Many of you know that I have the DKLM 3D printed armored personnel carrier. And let me go grab that really quick. So here, for comparison, this is the DKLM 3D printed armored personnel carrier with a tow launcher. So you can see how the commander's hatch is supposed to operate. DKLM obviously gets that right. And then I have a Lego DEI infrared battle apple on here because this tank does do infrared battle and I can't put it back on very well. There we go. So you can see those are the same size. Look at that. They got the scale down. We're going to put them side by side exactly right. Look at that. So we'll go ahead and do some more stuff. Alright, we got the manual open. Battery goes in the back. So let's go ahead and open the back. Okay. The back is hinged on, and it has a magnet holding it up. And it looks like the door also opens just like my 3D printed one, but it doesn't look like it stays tight very well. It looks like it's a little, yeah, they're going to have to come up with a better hook for that, because it doesn't want to stay. Oh, there's a tab that you have to stick in there apparently. You can see the little hole right down there. So, yeah, the lock is going to have to be installed. So there's the battery plug. Let me back it up there. Alright, so we're going to hit pause. We're going to grab a battery, put some batteries in the radio, and see what this thing does. Okay, we're back. I got batteries in the radio, and we're going to put a battery into the M113 here. Okay, we got a battery inside. Now, on-off switch. I don't know where it is, so I have to find it. It's probably under here. Yep, there. It's underneath the hatch. Okay, so we got that on. We got the radio on. We're going to hit on. Here we go. It was already on. Okay. We'll move that over, move this over, and let me see if I can remember how hang-longs work, because I don't usually do this. They drive on the right, right? Here we go. Okay. And then this, hey, there we go. Look at that. Commanders people rotate. And oh, look, it's blowing smoke right now. Look at that. There's smoke coming out of it. I don't normally do smoke, so let me turn that off, because I don't want to burn out the smoker. I don't know if we put any smoke in it or not. But look at that. Now that is darn cool. You see that? That is freaking cool. That leaves a lot of options open too. Now what does up and down do? I don't know what the up and down does. I don't think it does anything. But it makes some kind of sound. That's the main gun sound if it was a tank. But anyway, there's your 50 cal. That's cool. So it comes with all the goodies. There's no side skirts on it. They didn't have side skirts in Vietnam. I assume that it didn't come with any. Nope, doesn't look like it came with any. Let's go ahead and go through the box of goodies here. We got battery charger, typical radio parts, 50 caliber machine gun, the usual stuff. And then in the parts kit here, we can see you got Vietnam era cavalry decals. And then these are the front boards that go on the front that fold down when you're wading through a river. Machine gun shields, jerry cans. Of course, they gave us European jerry cans, so you'll probably want to buy my American jerry cans and jerry can carriers that I sell for the M60 tanks. All the Pioneer tools, the antenna brackets, all that kind of stuff. So, man, what a score. Kind of wish I hadn't bought the DKLM one for 800 bucks. So these are probably going to retail for somewhere around 250 bucks from Motion RC. Or from DKLM. He's going to carry them too if you're going to buy direct from him. So there we go. Isn't this exciting? We finally have a nice scale armored personnel carrier.